Because look at that juicy... Hey, 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 can I have a word? Hola, ballers! Good day to you all! Let's chop up some fools. Watch this. I'm going to go in, I'm going to press this button, and then I'm going to Blade Storm, and then I'm going to win the DPS. Now, you might be thinking, Preacher, isn't that because you just ninja pulled? No, it's because I'm hard and I play arms like a man. That's why. There's no other reason for it. That's the only reason. Right, I'm a killer. I'm a killing machine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Arms Warrior. We are on the hunt for a main class for Battle for Azeroth. And that means we need to be right here doing this. Now you can see the downtime that comes from this, because there is some. Let's wait 1 second for sweeping strikes. Let's put a buff up. So, the Arms Warrior, for the first time in a long time, in my opinion, has really found its feet. And I'm so happy that this has happened, because Arms is tricky. We said this like 2 expansions ago, I think during Mists of Pandaria, and certainly during Legion when they were going for the big class fantasy. Arms has a really boring class fantasy in comparison to other fantastical characters, right? That's its big issue. And that's because the class fantasy of Arms is, I have big sword, I hit things really hard. And then you, like, give it to some guys to come up with a reason that that's great. And it's not all that easy, unfortunately. It's not that easy to come up with something. If you think about it, it's like, how can I make this theme really good? How can I do that? And it's not at all obvious. It's really not at all obvious how you would do that. But they seem to have nailed it. So what they've done is put Colossus Smash as the DPS cooldown. That's it. You see your DPS cooldown, and you can alter that into different abilities. So Warbreaker is one, the artifact weapon, that's back. They haven't done anything particularly complex with it, but what they have done, which has worked so well, is they've made it have lots of procs, and procs that don't cost a lot of energy. In fact, that don't cost rage. Wrong class. Well done, Mike. They don't cost a lot of rage, but what they do... Let's pop this up. Let's debuff it, Colossus Smash it. Is happen regular enough that it makes it really fun to play. Right? You're always doing something, and they all do something kind of different. Some of them are like taking your rage away, some aren't. Ooh, almost got a cheeky extra one in. So let's have a quick look. So you'll notice all these procs going on. Sudden death, all that kind of stuff. I should loot. You guys get so triggered when I don't loot. And what this means is, you don't have like we had in early Legion, which was like, oh my god, this thing's got no rage. Like, ugh, what the hell is happening here? Why doesn't my class have any rage? Isn't that what it's supposed to have? And you're like, yeah, it's supposed to have rage. And it doesn't have any. Instead, what we have is a pretty free-flowing combat. And actually, the talent system... It's basically mostly, like, from a gameplay standpoint, designed around making sure you always have rage and stuff to do. And you can still fit in stuff like extra charges. You'll notice I bob away sometimes, get some extra charges. Doing that optimally is a nice bit of skill if you can get it correct, right? And looking for ways of just upping your damage, making it better. Hate this pack because I'm about to do the old Colossus Smash into Blade Storm. And this mist that they throw down means that you tend to do less damage to them, which sucks. Not ideal, but it's fine, it's fine. And also, they've kind of gone the way of Fury Legion a little bit. Like, you're reasonably tied to your cooldowns, right? To get the real mega damage out, which means in dungeons, especially with low health mobs like we're looking at here, you're going to see, you know, some, like, pits and troughs of DPS. But that's actually fine. It's actually fine, because this is like the worst situation you could be in, is this very low health enemies that don't last long enough for the cooldowns to like cycle through. So you do get some moments where you just like, I just decimated that guy and made him cry in his sleep. But the way they've tied the cooldowns together is for them to be stacked. So like Warbreaker, which is obviously Colossus smashing all the targets, is on the same cooldown as Blade Storm, right? So it works really well. And then you get to fit another one in the middle of it. Perfect, because that's what I want to do with my cooldowns. I want to stack them up like an absolute monster. I want to come out of it as sweeping strikes. I now regret that you pulled this trash as well. And now I don't have Blade Storm. You fool! Why would you do this? Why would you do this? But luckily, in a moment, hopefully, our cooldowns are going to come back. As you can see, with anger management, my Colossus Smash AoE is almost back, as is Sweeping Strikes. It's got to let us do stuff, so I'm going to try and get an extra charge in. My Sweeping Strikes is back. Good. I'm going to Colossus Smash everything. And I'm just going to start executing fools. Because that's what I do, because I'm a warrior, right? You're getting executed. Get out of here. Go home. Go home. Get a new friend to play with. Yeah? I'm not your friend. And I'm already, if you look at my cooldown on Colossus Smash down in the middle there, you'll notice I'm almost back. I'm 10 seconds away from doing a Colossus Smash Blade Storm on these fools. That's awesome! It's really good! It's really, really good. My game crashed. That's not awesome. Look at that. What a bastard. And we're back down to here. Why would you do that? Why would you crash? I was about to Colossus Smash Blade Storm. You crashed my game, Blizz. Don't be playing me like that. Don't play me for a fool, Blizz. Don't do that. We have a lovely, smooth gameplay. And you can modify that gameplay's smoothness, again, via the talent system in order to find where the troughs are. Like, if you're pure single attack, it's like, I'm a little rage starve compared to that AoE build that I had before. It's taken away my Colossus Smash. Why do you do this? It's called Wall Break at the moment, isn't it? There it is. Did everybody DC? It looks like everybody DC'd. Okay, so it's just... It was what we call a server burp. Server burp is fine. Let's go. Are you going to pull more? You are. Okay. Are you pulling all the things? You are. Okay. War break. Go! It's childish, but I find this good childish fun, honestly. I do. I find this great childish fun, which is more than I can ask for. Is everybody back? You going? I'm going to charge this fool if you don't go. So you'll know, let's do like a pure single target now. If you weren't into doing things like charging away or any of that stuff, you'll notice that I kind of start running out of rage and I have to leave some little gaps because Mortal Strike's the big rage cost, right? That's the spender. Slams are going to fill that if you have excesses of rage, but you kind of run away a little bit. Give yourself some more rage. Keep it going. Sweeping Strikes on. There's one issue I have with it. Sweeping Strikes should be off the global cooldown because it really fucks up the flow. Like, the flow is so good. Like, the way that it plays, as you can see, is just so fluid. It's all working nicely. That having Sweeping Strikes on the global cooldown just pulls you out of it for that moment. And it's that moment that that's just such the wrong time. It really is. It's absolutely the wrong time to be pulling you out of a spec that's feels so good. Blinding Sand, turn away. Boop. I might have aggro here. Oh no, the tank knows how the mechanic works. Get hype. Get hype. More mobs. Good. Oh, my wall breaker missed because they were in the dust. What a son of a bitch. Do we get Sweeping Strikes up? Ah, not enough. Not enough. Oh, that cost us heavily in the damage, man. That cost us heavily. Rookie mistake. Lesson learned for when this goes live. Lesson learned. Now, and again, the other part of this. Fury Warrior, you love it, Preach. Prot Warrior, you didn't mind at all. Even after the changes. Now you like the Arms Warrior? It is back on the menu, boys. For the first time in the last 4 years, a Warrior, my favorite class since Vanilla of WoW, is absolutely back on the menu as a character. And I could not be fucking happier. I really couldn't. I absolutely could not be happier. Because I have been, personally, I haven't reflected it heavily on the channel, but I have been so bitter about how much they changed this class from the class that I loved and played for all those years. And I played a Warrior for a long, long time, man. And it was just a shadow of its former self every time I played it. Some people really liked the other styles, and maybe this style that you're seeing right now won't be your jam. I get it, because I didn't like the other style, right? So we all have our pros and cons as to what we like. This I love, by the way. This is something I really love, is the cooldowns are so short. I mean, I'm using the anger management talent, so that's bringing my cooldowns back very regularly. Oh. 2 seconds left on Heroic Leap there. Why? I was just about to say, why do I have this weird thing? The cooldowns come back so often that it's actually fine for me to blow coolies I might ordinarily not use because I'd be saving them for the boss or something like that. Colossus Smash! And it also makes a different feeling to Colossus Smash because I hate Colossus Smash. I really do. Like, the style of it, I really dislike. very heavily. But this time I don't think of it in the same way. The way I look at it now is more like the go button, right? It's more of a go button, because if I was to be really Mr. Pedantic and like break everything down into its component cores, yeah, it's Cluster Smash is really boring. Right, it's pretty boring. But if I look at it as the go button to set up something... Oh, Blizz is having problems. No, it doesn't matter to me. I don't fucking care. If you look at it more as like the go to set something up and then do something really cool. So that's like go into a big blade storm. Go into a sweeping strikes, execute flurry. That's the bit I'm thinking about, right? I'm thinking about, I want to set up this sweeping strikes, execute. I want to set up this whirlwinds. I want to do all this kind of stuff. I'm just looking at Colossus Smash or Warbreaker as the trigger. Like, that's the go. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm waiting to happen. And when that happens, we're in good shape. And I really like that. Oh, I tank DC'd. Tank DC'd. That's okay. If the group falls apart, that's fine. That's fine. Let me take a quick look at the talents then and just show you what I'm talking about. So I'm using Anger Management, like I said. I'm using Warbreaker. If you want more like sustained cleave, maybe you don't want to go Warbreaker. Maybe you want to go actual cleave, so you're doing it regularly. Collateral damage, though, when your ability strike a second target into sweeping strikes, they refund their rage cost. Again, looking for some consistency there. Sudden death. War Machine is still here, again, generating more rage. They want you to have a good amount of rage, but they also want you to care about it. They still have Execute going between 20 and 40, so you're going to try and maximize that in live, obviously, for the sake of a video, mobs that die, and then I'm charging all the time. It's hard, neither here nor there. And they have more single target abilities if you want to throw in some Rens. And Ravager's still there. I can't see. I'm a little confused as to whether Anger Management would not generally be the go-to, but you can have Overpower, again, more charges for things that proc and whatnot. That's really good. Keeping all these in. Deadly Calm, again, if you're running into these pits and troughs of rage and you really want to go ham. Avatar, if you're going for big bad damage, may end up being the actual go-to. I'm using Warbreaker right now. It increases my haste by 10%. Again, looking at it as like that go button. Or by 20%, if any target, by 10% or by 20% if the target is below 20% health. Again, putting you to this go of execute, so it's like Warbreaker. I've got all this extra haste with him for the kill, and I'm going in and doing big damage. Massacre, great for dungeons, obvious reason I'm using that. But further for battle, if you're going for 10% increased damage, and slams the primary target, you're doing passive cleave, but you've got priority kills to do. The talents for me mostly make sense. They're very clear as to what their purpose is, which is rare. It's pretty rare amongst a lot of the WoW classes right now. Why not? If you want to go tank, dude, you go tank. I'm here to chop heads. We're either done here or we're not. That's all I'm saying. I'm here to show these wonderful people right here my 150 MS. Who's going to heal? Why did you... Yeah, you're the healer, dude. That doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. Let's vote kick this dude. We'll give it about 30 seconds, and if not, then we can call it there, because I think we know what we're looking at here. So happy. I can't express to you how happy I am that I have a warrior class in WoW that I'm overall really happy with. Oh, instantly new tank? Is it my birthday? Must be my birthday. It's the only explanation for it, right? It's the only explanation. It must be my birthday. It must be my birthday. I know we've got a boss coming up, but if you think I'm not going to Warbreaker Bladestorm, dude, you're out of your mind. I'm also liking how powerful a meaty Bladestorm feels like. Bladestorm should be just disgusting. It should be. Look what it does. It should be absolutely disgusting. And right now it feels disgusting. It feels good. I think this is worth mentioning at this point, that Azerite traits for arms and warriors in general aren't the most boring. That's a good thing with BfA. Believe me. We did a whole rundown of... the new Azerite traits. They actually got we got some new ones a little moment ago. Like 3 days ago. And I was super interested to see what they provided us there. I was really happy to see that a couple of classes actually got some more interesting ones. And again, like I say, in BfA, that's a good thing, because The Azerite traits, guys, as you well know, are pretty bad overall, which is a shame. It would be nice if they were. Oh, right. So I think in execute phase, I'm guessing here. I'm not trying to min-max beta numbers by any means, but I'm pretty sure in execute phase, you don't even press Mortal Strike anymore. Unless you get... there is an Azerite armor that provides... we got also all kinds of loot to stick on here. There is an Azerite trait that provides the Executioner's Precision, so your Execute actually buffs Mortal Strike to bring it back in. But I'm pretty sure at this point, the way the game is, you're just using Overpower and Execute in there, but it feels like you're going... It doesn't feel boring. Like, sometimes if your Execute phase takes away the play style, like it kind of did with Fury, that's why they gave it that free Rampage. Because Rampage was so cool... people didn't like, even though Juggernaut stacks, LOL. People didn't like that it took it away, right? Ah, don't kill me, bro. Yeah, life cocoon for days, bruv. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go home. You're not welcome. 15 seconds till Blade Storm, eh? Well, let's round them up. 3 seconds. Boom. I got this. I got this, pal. Don't worry about it, mate. Daddy's got it, yeah? You go collect your little orb or whatever. You go do you. You go do you. Yeah, you do that and I'll do this. Sweeping strikes up. Again, that sweeping strike's just taking me out of it. It's so noticeable with a spec that's going and going and going, right? When it's going like the fucking clappers and you're like, this is great, and then you have that one spell that just kind of goes, ugh, just pulls you out of it. Come on, pals. Let's all be friends, shall we? Let's Colossus smash them. Let's Sweeping Strikes them. Let's chop these fools up. Get out of here. Go home. Go home. See? I got you, pal. You put your little orb in or whatever. Wrong side. That one's got one in. You see that? Yeah, come round. Come round. Over here, pal. You got this. You got this. Come on now. Right in the sun. There she blows. You're my boy. You got this. Dude, nice mobility on that DK, though. You'll also notice threat. So recently, threats come up again. People are really worried about it. It's, as you can see, it's not that bad. It really isn't. I'm charging in and getting going on things, and it's fine. It's fine. It's pretty bad if you're bad, honestly. And it will play a part because, like, when you go to your LFRs or whatever. In your heroic dungeons, as we've said many times recently, yeah, you don't really care whether the tank is good or bad, right? You just want them to do their job because you just want to do your job and get the fuck out of there as soon as possible, which is fine. I wish Bladestorm had a better sound. Ah, don't play me like this. You know I was killing it there. You know it, game. You know it. DPS too high, right? That's the problem over this, bro. I mean, this isn't the DPS you'll see on live, by the way. I think we should make that abundantly clear, right? This is beta DPS. So the DPS will be balanced out. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So right now we're doing crushing DPS. That's not why I like it. It's the gameplay that I enjoy. It's nice. It's smooth. It's fun. Oh, yeah. Making me look like I was bottom of the damage. Mate. Nobody believe in that. We saw. We all saw. Pull more things, dude. I'm here to help you with your HP problem. Have you ever heard of your Lord and Savior Execute? Have you? Have you heard of it? It's pretty good, you know. Yeah, there you go. Fixed it for you. Fixed that HP problem you had, mate. Don't worry about it. You know, like Sweeping Strikes, when it actually hits on a target, you get that ping, like, dish, dish. I would love Bladestorm to have some, like, Rampage has got, like, a clang effect with the weapon strikes. I would love that to happen. Healer, bro. I am weak, but I am here. Have to heal boss
But
matey.
the temple's defenses have awakened.
You, come with me a minute. I want a word with you.
Restore me.
Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
I'm
gonna die. We're doomed from the get-go. Execute sweeping strikes. We'll fix it all. I should have died so many times in this dungeon. It's all good. That, I mean, isn't that sound bone-crunchingly good? It's so good. It is. And the sound effects of these abilities are so key. They are absolutely so important. Ah, he's got it. He's got it. He's healing the dude. He's got it. He's got it. Wow, he's healing it fast too.
I hold dominion over all.
Oh, there's multiple mobs here. Well, that's a sweeping strikes execute warbreaker if I've ever seen one. Oh, we do have Blade Star coming back, but it's 16 seconds. But we have got anger management, so we might be able, if we're a little lucky here, let's generate a bit more rage. Because look at that juicy... Hey, can I have a word? Can I have a word, pals? Sweeping strikes up. Chunk. I'm just saying, you got to stack all them mobs up. You better expect me to get in there and take some goddamn names, because that is what I is doing. That is what I is doing. Well, even with all the DCs, which is beta, I think everyone gets the idea, right? Did we get any loots? We did not. We did not, but that's okay. That's all right. The Arms Warrior. Warrior is definitely back on the menu for the potential new main, without question. Without question. Woo! Feels good. Feels good, and that's what it's about. Take it easy, boys. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.